Hey there, everyone! This is Volcano playing TSRPR for something awful, I guess. We're done with like alternate pathland, and we can go in the real path. That's pretty amazing because a real path has a really big distinction of being real. This is the moving cave. That's your brain on drugs. It spells out Mario starts. We are stuck between two walls. No explanation given. Yeah, this doesn't have a whole lot of explanations to it. It's just a big old fanciful piece of harbor grass. Harbor grass being grass that goes out in the evening and never calls before it comes back. So you're worried, sick all night, and you're like just kind of clutching your hands while begrudgingly watching that show about people who submit inventions, none of which work, but they're nonetheless rather disappointed when they lose. But then you got George Foreman being all super Captain Positivism, so nobody pays attention to him. And that is how they invented the light bulb too, which is more convenient and more interactive than regular old paintball. Well, yeah, we need to, you know, needs is something we all have as a human being, and such we can all agree that needing stuff is pretty much what differentiates us from the wild snails of Alaska, and perhaps several mooses. So now that we're done abridging the dictionary, we can concentrate on the acceleration action of dodging zero enemies and the super awesomely fast-paced action of moving casually left and right sometimes. I kid, technically, I mean, it's a sound idea for a level. It's kind of slow paced and stuff. It's like, wow, I am moving, kind of moving. Hey there, bullet, I don't even try to dodge. Because you see, I was just stuck in a effervescent spell of immobility, also known as bed bite bug. Yeah, it's when bed bugs, they go in your open sores that we all unconditionally get when we brush our teeth, and you know, they just kind of hop in and have a jacuzzi party, but no one's invited except for yourself. Freaking Lord, that never... go in the pipe! Go in the pipe, silly plumber man, your face is a can. It's a very round can with a nose and a mustache. It's pretty awesome. Hey there, guys, whatever. This is an introduction to what we're going afterwards. Everyone dies because we're going to Chernobyl. But, you know, it's the underground version that is a lot less tourist trappy. I guess people, they don't mind being irradiated, but when you have to go underground someplace weird, that's where people put on the limit. KoopaKick, where we're gonna kick some Koopa and perhaps some mayonnaise. Now, whoa! That is something I would like. Hey there, little guy. Yeah, so this level is all about little Koopas and how they interact with shells. Some dance around in them, some kick them around, and some wear them as like shirts. Sometimes you get some money for no reason, not too sure how that worked out there, and suddenly we're not underground no more. Yeah, sometimes it's best not to ask questions and rather accept the facts as it is given to you, as you know, as is mandated by the church and the Council of Education of Obamawa. That's not a real country, so you know you have to take them seriously. Platforms, they fall if they fall, and that's just some random physics there action going on. Because I know physics can be a lot of complicated for some people. It's the same way English is sometimes a lot of complicated for other sorts of people. This is a superhighway gastropode, also known as Roger the Effervescent Inchworm. He's very popular with the kids, so you know, if you have any kids around, make sure to bring out the inchworm. It's gonna be very gross for everyone involved. Everyone's gonna be like in super uncomfortable silence for the whole birthday party. In other words, they're gonna finally have your freaking calm and quiet and peace and bologna. Because I know that that is the most important aspect that I'm looking for in a babysitter. What kind of meat you could make from it. Because I know, because The whole point of having a babysitter is to have a fish jumping out of lava and survive somehow, and not question the facts. Also, in case there's a emotional turmoil that accelerates into some sort of nuclear warhead campaign. You know, it's nice to have a tennis partner in those kinds of occasions. Anyway, now we're entering a fort, which indicates that soon we're gonna enter a fort. The fort is here. It's Volcano Castle. It's the castle of the volcano. I'm just totally shipwrecked here. So there's water even though we're in Volcano Castle. I mean, you can tell it's Volcano Castle because there's bars in their windows. It's like, no one escapes the Dalmatian army. I don't know why you would want to fight the Dalmatian army. Well, technically, because it'd be an easy fight, because they're all blind and kind of not working good, but that's beside the point. This is totally not boiling water, and that saw totally doesn't dissipate in the sea, and it made part of the platform dissipate there for a second, but only for a second. It's one of those wood that, you know, has a memory. That's kind of weird how materials can have memories now. And pretty soon we're gonna have, like, stuff. I don't know if I can tolerate that in my morning commune. Totally forgot where the other exit is. Hopefully I'll remember before we get there. It is a thing that would be desirable. I don't know about you, but those are spike guys. They're kind of scary, and there's a saw. Yeah, this is the great musical Volcano episode. They wanted to make a Brooklyn out of it, even though I meant Budweiser. Wait, what am I? Broadway, there we go. Yeah, it's like, it's a sort of hat. That was a demo. See what happens if you confuse your hat for a woolly mammoth. Probably a snapped neck or 5, and I mean, it's alright to snap 1 or 2 of them. Once you're at 5, I think, you know, there's only so much a hospital can do for you. You might lose your ability to eat popcorn properly. And it's not that I want you guys to be a social pariah. It's even the opposite. I love the fact that most of you, I'd say at least 95% of you, can go out in public and survive somehow. And here it's written FPI on the wall, just so we make sure to remember this is all FPI's fault. He should be blamed for any and all ketchup which is spilled within the vicinity of any computer that has this game somewhere installed around it. This is getting... whoa. Well, there is a cape, there's a 3-up, I'm saying that out loud because you're all blind. And or you don't know what a wall is, and so I need to offer some sort of distinction so you don't think that when I say wall, you know, you might think I'm talking about an urn or an astronaut, and that would just be disastrous, at least for some people. So this is the part that's totally not lifted from the original Lemmy's Castle, because this is totally not the equivalent of Lemmy's Castle. What are you talking? That never happened. That was a demo to see what happens if Lemmy Koopa, he eats a bagel, someone dies somewhere. It's... okay, people, there... I know that correlate something isn't causation, but sometimes... you know, you see the pattern. You know something is up. True, maybe one caused one, maybe one doesn't have anything to do with it. Maybe it is all the fault of the unholy triangle, which is so unholy, is never mentioned anywhere ever, and I probably just have doomed my lungs to become a cardiac patient. But there you go. This is very exciting level of running and jumping and running and jumping and getting killed by lava, because you're like, oh, I can make it, come on. I am the squid of the vapor surrounding your dreams, sorrows, nightmares, and booty pants. So watch out about that. Then we can run over the lava and, you know, not burned by sheer proximity of the lava. And that would be just ridiculous. Right door that sticks out in front of the wall. I'm glad we agree. Oh no, it is Lemmy, and we're outside somewhere in a yard, and he has robots, bullets going around, there's grass on the roof, there's fire everywhere. This is freaking Paisano Paradise place. Action. Oh, come on, that... oh, freaking lord, man. I so totally interacted with your face with my feet. That is a form of interaction that is very, very holy under certain governmental propaganda. Unfortunately, none that really interest us, so we can just pretty much ignore everything ever. I am not made of sponge, surprisingly. So Mario's behind a 50 there because he just hit 150 years old. Suddenly he's saving an egg for reasons that I can't really say, mostly because I don't know the answer. And he's chipping, chopping, he's trump over, do. So yeah, after the lava, we're moving on to Icebound Bridge, which, logically enough, seeks over the Symphonic Mountains. That's the most logical piece of expertise I have ever witnessed. Plural. So, I guess we need to find the secret exit. I don't remember where it is. That's gonna be fun. Chipmunk time!
Chipmunk time, indeed. Sarsaparilla in the house of the leather crocodile. Because I figured maybe he's cannibalistic. I don't know. Don't ask me questions that I don't want you to answer because that's just gonna lead to trouble. And trouble, I mean, sure, it's kind of fun to press that little springy thingy with a dice in it. That is so obviously a gimmick when you could just be using a normal dice or dominoes or playing cards even. You could even ask a neighbor for a continuous string of random numbers. It would do the same freaking thing. I'm just gonna try to go into pipes here because I don't really have an idea otherwise.
Well, there's a pipe that is a pipe and it leads kind of outside. Hey there, wizard guy. Where am I? Does this have an equivalent in the real game? Never happened. Okay, where is it that I... Freaking Lord, wizard dude. Why are you in the way? Why must you stand to the pathway of success like some sort of American cheese? Think it's over the edge, yes it is. I guess I remembered. Hey there, guy. Freaking Lord. Just standing around is like super awesome weaponry nuclear crab age suddenly. Well, have you know, my nuclear crabs, they're in the fridge and they're not coming out until 3010. It's gonna be written in my will at some point in time. Hopefully people remember how to read by then. Anyways, this was out, Calvin. I guess this was World 3. Enjoy me next time when we're gonna do part of World 4 or World 4, I don't know. Oh yeah, this was Raukau. There's blinking lights nearby, so I'm getting hypnotized and possibly pregnant. So while I go and get a coat hanger, I guess I'll see you guys later. Hopefully tomorrow. See you guys. Where's my button?